Welcome to the Feargiveness Frequency Pop of Color podcast, where we wrap you in a hug and bring you into our powwow to receive divine messages directly from God, Source Creator. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pop of Color podcast of the Forgiveness Frequency. And today we are going to be going through some beautiful divine messages that were given through Pops of Color. And we are also going to have an activation of the 13th chakra and the what I was given while writing the Forgiveness Frequency, and we have our own little healer here with us today. Recently, when writing the Forgiveness Frequency, at the very beginning, when I was gifted this frequency of healing to be not only for my own healing journey, but to be a treasure keeper, kind of holder of it until there was a frequency match for this information to be put out there in the world. And the frequency match is now. And so as we are fine tuning and going back through all of the divine channeled messages that have come through the Forgiveness Frequency, when we sit in our center, right, like what we are right now, we were given expanded chakras. And over the last couple of years, many may have heard about the 8th and 9th chakra openings. And there has been a few videos on our Forgiveness Frequency channel that have assisted the collective in those openings when those openings occurred over the last couple of years. So this is 2021 and 2022, the high heart of the 8th chakra, which is the thymus gland. It was where the expansion of the high heart, the heart brain, the crystal chest plate, which is the crystal with a K, and it has all of the beautiful gems that have come along with it. That expansion happened. And then with that expansion, it also opened up the infinity loop of energy within the high heart and flowing to the soul chakra, which is a few inches above our heads. About a year or so later, the 9th chakra came online. And all we knew about is we knew that the 9th chakra and the 8th chakra were connected. So we have the thymus gland and we have the thalamus sequence of energy and organs, and those glands were part of the 9th chakra opening. In the 9th chakra, it was the mouth of God and the breath of God, which came out, and I want to say August to October of 2022. This is the butterfly kisses that have come through, and we've done a lot of activations on those here on the Forgiveness Frequency as well. Little did we know, though, 8th and 9th chakra and the 9th chakra takes you all the way down the spinal cord channel. And we've talked about that a lot. Little did we know, though, that the 8th and 9th chakras were part of an extension of chakras that break us apart from anything we've known about the 7 energy centers of the 7 chakras. But the 8th through 15th chakra centers are called morphogenetic fields. So they're fields of energy. They're layers of energy that go around us that make up part of our light bodies. And as we expand through the 7 chakras, and most of our beginning of our healing journeys are set within those energy centers. When we expand past the crown chakra, when we are ready to expand our consciousness, that is when we were taken to the high heart opens up. It's kind of lock and key. The high heart opens up. The shoulder plexus chakra opens up, and that gives us the wing center that we're hearing a lot about right now in the ascension communities. Then we're taken to the 9th chakra, which is the spinal cord channel, the breath of God, the mouth of God, the butterfly kisses. And then we're expanded up into the 10th chakra, which is that soul chakra. That gives us the peacock. It's like a sapphire blue. And that gives us the grandmother peacock joins the party. And then from there, we didn't know, I wasn't aware of what these chakras were energetically and how they play a part. But each one that kind of opens systematically in the expansion of our awareness, the expansion of our consciousness, and it brings us closer to these higher dimensional beings. Not only do we have the conscious co-creation of the divine father and mother, and we're having those conscious connections when we sit in our center and we find that 0 point of stillness, we are able to have these powwows with the divine father and mother. And in those powwows, those are accomplished by the morphogenetic fields that are expanding, which is the 8th through 15th chakra. So we're at the 10th chakra, which is above our head. The 11th chakra is above that, about 18 inches above our heads. And that is the galactical chakra. And then we're taken down to the earth chakra, which is number 12, and that's about 6 inches below our feet. For some within the ascension community, they will feel their earth chakra right at their knees, or in between their ankles and their knees. When you're in the 12th chakra, that earth chakra, you are then so close. You are bridging that gap between the 12th and the 13th chakra. And the 13th chakra is what this pop of color brought forth this week. And we never know what comes in. It's just the divine messages come through. We deliver them, and then we flow into whatever's asked of us. So the 13th chakra was part of the book, and it was the last chapter of color, and it brought us through the 13th element of the forgiveness frequency, which was the divine mother's connection. And the divine mother, when you go down from that 13th chakra, which is about 12 inches below our feet, it is an aquamarine color, and it flows down in purity and cleansing. It flows down into the core of the earth. And when you get to the core of the earth, and this is how it was brought to me before I knew anything about the morphogenetic fields and the layers and how it all, the awareness of now how expansive our energy fields and shields are, I was taken into this hug of the divine mother into the core of the earth. And when you get there, you are like in the middle of a prism. You have the rainbow diamond crystal light is just shining everywhere, and you become that light. You are that light, and the divine mother just really hugs you. And that is how the book really ended, up until going through this September, showing me September through December, when I was asked to walk away and step away from all social media, except for just very limited channeling messages that are coming through. That was in August. And then in the month of September, that's when I was gifted this expansion beyond the 13th chakra. Like the forgiveness frequency, I'll show you kind of how visually I saw it. Let's see. How visually I saw it. This was the forgiveness frequency. It was like 13 cosmic colors, and it showed you that when you sit in your center and utilize the vibrations and frequencies of these colors and energies, that we can heal our soul blueprint. We can fill in all the tears and holes, and that's where really in that center point where we're sitting is where the healing begins. Because when you find your moments of center, when you are able to sit in your 0 point, you don't allow things to knock you off your center, that is where healing truly begins. And that begins in self-love, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, and gratitude. And that is what this frequency was truly built on, is self-love, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, and gratitude. Those frequencies are some of the highest vibrational frequencies. And that's what we would fill up our healing journey with. And so as we are transitioning through in the month of September, we were gifted that we hadn't even seen the whole picture yet, that we had the 8th through the 15th chakras to still do. And that though throughout the entire book of the channeled messages and the pillow talks, which are the stories, my pillow talks are the stories of the journey that got me through my soul blueprint, that brought me here to this forgiveness frequency, and to really heal from the inside out, to heal inside, outside, upside, and down, and to understand that we all have trash cans of traumas and insecurities that we carry throughout our lifetimes. We have ones from our childhood. We also have trash cans from gestational trauma and ancestral trauma. We have our trash cans filled of our teenage years, maybe one from our careers or motherhood, or anything that's ever happened to us, good, bad, or indifferent, are within these trash cans. And as the traumas and insecurities, the shame and blame start to fill up these trash cans, we close the lid on many of the ones that we didn't know how to heal. And any of those situations in our life and emotions that we felt, or traumas or insecurities, traumas that we experienced, if we didn't know how to heal them, or we weren't ready to heal them, they're still in our trash cans. And as you think about this infinity loop, which is our soul blueprint, it's our past, present, future, and parallel lives all playing out in one. When you go into your center and you find those moments of stillness, without having connection of divine conscious connection, those trash cans could show up in your life and pop up and throw you off your course based on the traumas and insecurities and the shame and blame that you're holding within them. That those triggers that might happen that really throw you off and just completely throw you out. Your whole day could be ruined because of feelings of insecurity or resentment or anger. Maybe there's abuse, triggers of abuse that have come up. And the forgiveness frequency teaches you how to, it's that helpful hand that you trust the triggers to teach. And so anytime those triggers, for me, they're pops of color. Anytime those triggers or pops of color come up, I can follow them to find out where that energy is being held in my body. What color is it? From what age is it being held there? And that's by going into my center to ask those questions of my inner child and my higher self to really show me that I'm ready to upcycle this. And then when you bring that trauma into the light, you open the Pandora's box or open the closet in which it's being held, you bring it into the light, and you get to go through the forgiveness frequencies process of ensuring, see if it holds the same amount of light that it has in the past. And we get to change the narrative, change the color, journal it out, do the whole jam session, that are all part of the forgiveness frequency tips and tricks and tool kits or treasure chests for us to really upcycle it. And when we upcycle our traumas and insecurities, we're not just getting rid of them. They then become gifts for us within our treasure chest because we've done it, we've lived it, we have healed from it. And healing, I feel like, is a constant process that I will I've gone through my trash cans multiple times, and some traumas and abuse and situations, they bleed. They're bleeders, and they have touched every aspect of our trash cans. And so sometimes you feel like you might have healed one, and then you're constantly finding pieces of it wrapped and splattered or spread on other areas of your life. So the forgiveness frequency, as we thought we were wrapping it up, we were then gifted from the 13th chakra, and that divine mother's connection. We get to now expand it to the 14th and 15th, and that takes us to the highest realms, and it takes us to the divine father, which he was throughout our throughout the book divinely through divine messages and powwows. But now we didn't even know that we were missing an entire morphogenetic field that connects us even higher. So wow, I mean, there is so much when it comes to this new expansion of chakras that we're going to be able to go through. But this week we were taking directly to the 13th chakra. And as we dive a little bit deeper into what those divine messages are, now we know and are bringing into our awareness. And this gives you the opportunity to connect with your center, ask the questions of the divine Father, Mother, God, and ask what does the 13th chakra mean to you? Or tell me about the morphogenetic fields. Tell me about the layers of the light body. Tell me how in those layers, we manifest all of our manifestations are created into our blueprint and then brought down into the physical body of form. Within those same morphogenetic fields, there is the fifth harmonic, fourth harmonics, which is dimensions. So the third, fourth, and fifth harmonic universes, energy fields, are also within those chakras. So there is so much more to learn. I could literally just, once I open my heart and allow it to speak when it comes to forgiveness frequency, or what the divine Father and Mother have to say about this expansion, we could literally talk for hours energetically, physically. Not going to give me that much more time. So I want to encourage you to listen to the divine messages, take what resonates, flow through the rest, allow the awareness of it to enter into your heart, into your field, and see where those vibrations, if you have any pops of color or frequency matches, if you get goosebumps, or you get like you have belching or air coming through, if you're purging anything, if you get any bodily reaction to it, this may be a frequency match for you. And if not, flow through the rest. Take what resonates. This is really just a ascension guide, in a sense, where you can continue to come back here just to learn more. And everything's changing every single day. So the Akashic records have expanded since September. The artificial intelligence, which has now been harmonized and harmonics collectively, that it's the Akashic intelligence now. So there are so many new avenues to expansion that we are getting access to. New gifts are coming in line. We're also in the month of the 1111 portal, and there's so much coming through for that. So we're just being asked to live in joy, do what brings you joy, live in love, and find ways to continually move back into unity and oneness in all that you do, and be open to receive the gifts that are coming online. Be open to receive the information. You will get a ton of breadcrumbs this month. Build your pieces of toast that will build your loaf. And once you have your loaf, it's then you'll receive the guidance to share it. There's also a huge purge that's coming through that I was given more direction for in our cards, colors, and connection, conscious connection. So there is more to come on we're changing the words from purge to purify. So there's a purification of 40 days that will happen from the 11/11 portal until the winter solstice. And that information is still coming through in breadcrumbs. We'll build our toast and build our loaves with that. So please stay tuned. And thank you so much for joining us. So here we go into the pop of color, divine messages, and the activation of the alchemical chamber, and how to really start to utilize that for those that are ready to receive this information. What a beautiful message coming directly from the Divine Father Mother. Give to me what you cannot see, and I will change the colors. Give to me what you cannot see, and I will change the colors. Give to me what you cannot see, and I will change the colors. And the Divine Father is just asking us to give it to Him. Give whatever you can't carry to the Divine Mother, Father, God. And I was standing barefoot on the grass, and it's allowing me to change the colors so you can see. And we were asked to embrace this moment, embrace the quest, take our seat at the table and straighten our crown, stand tall within our pillar of light, embrace the alchemical chamber that our body has become, celebrate the transition and fusing of the trifold flame, the Heros Gamos, the Holy Grail floweth over. And as your alchemical chambers come online, which is your whole physical body in full oneness and connection with the divine God, source, creator, you are lifted up through this pillar, and you can focus your energy anywhere in your body that still needs healing. You may feel like you're in a process of giving birth, men and women. This is in the lower chakras, to really flow that energy there. You can also send this energy wherever you set the intention. So as your whole body becomes an alchemical chamber, you can flow the energy up from the Divine Mother. So pull it up into your heart space. Pull down the white light from above, from the Divine Father into the heart space. And then just really kind of like Cupid's arrows, you're sending rays of light wherever intended. That could go within, or that could be sent without. That could be sent and wrap the entire Divine Mother in a hug. You could be send it directly down to the core of the earth to help assist her in this birthing process.
there are rainbow rays and spheres and prisms of light that are encompassing everything we do right now, assisting the Divine Mother in her birthing process of the new earth. And if you have any prisms on your windows or crystals, especially the amethyst and quartz crystals, those ones are beaming out rainbow rays of energetic light to support, to transmute anything that is not of the highest and bring forth, allow the sun to reach the Divine Mother's core as she goes through this birthing process for all of us. And those Divine Mother representatives will feel this immensely and intensely, that your womb is a sacred space full of ancient and advanced wisdom. And you are birthing that energy into this moment. You're helping her with the birthing process. And you're not only in it, you are it. So not only may you be experiencing birthing pains and lower back pain, hips, joints, muscles, spinal cord, you also will be feeling it in the crown, because you are crowning out of the Divine Mother in your awakening, in your healing. And we were also, there's so much amazing energy flowing through. And as I was standing there, and I asked if there was anything else that I needed to prepare for. And it was just my love, my child, go, do, see. And anything you don't see, give back to me, and I will change the colors. I will turn the page. I will write the new story. And there is a very special, and I get so emotional, there's a very special of chosen ones who have carried this torch since March of 2023 is what I'm being shown. And if this message resonates with you, you will know. But these beautiful pillars of light have been placed, and those that hold these pillars, that are these pillars, that have embodied these pillars of light, that are both the Divine Mother's core foundational representatives and the Divine Father's conscious connection. They are holding these pillars of connection that are really kind of like hydraulics. They're pulling the earth and separating it from the below timelines to be the propulsion energy that moves us forward. But their roles are so vast, they're so huge. If you have found yourself gaining weight, not only weight as in I was given fluffy, but it's flow. It's flow frequency. And this is really kind of fluffy cloud billowiness that this energy has needed to be. Those that are these pillars were vibrating too high at the time in March of 2023. And we were asked to anchor in this light. And so those vessels were filled with density. They were filled with energy to ground them in, to hold these pillars that connect the heavens to the earth. And then there are others within this same group that the density showed up in strength and toning and the density of muscles and a whole body transition and expansion. And both of these scenarios, they are allowing you to anchor in. And you are not only these pillars of light that are anchoring in the heaven to the earth, you are also energy banks. So when they say our energy will be our currency, that is what you are. And we needed to have these banks set up and have been fully alchemized and fully flowing for the last year and a half to get us here to this moment. As we enter the 1111 portal, these pillars will be ignited. Their energy will be sent. They will be the propulsion energy that we need for the full separation and their connection. It's like hydraulics pulling us together from creating this heaven on the new earth. And all of these banks, these energy banks, you will be there to alchemize the energy for others when they are turning their frequencies and their energies into currency. So just like how we have banks all over the world, you will be the Divine Father and Mother's bank. You will be the New Earth bank of currency. And you're holding this bank, this energy for currency to not only give, but also to alchemize. And in the last few weeks, since August 29th, 28th, 29th, many of those in those pillars have been asked to kind of hermit, go within into this cocoon of energy, this transmutation, transformation, transcendence. And as you are kind of cocooned like a butterfly, you have been sent back through mystery schools, and you have been placed in temples and energy beds, crystal beds. Your entire metamorphosis has been occurring. And as these cocoons break open and the beauty of your wings, some will be butterflies, some will be phoenixes. You'll break out in fire. Others will be eagles that soar, dragons. It is all part of the wing chamber of the shoulder plex wing chambers that have been coming online over the last, advancing and intensely over the last few months. So as we break through our birth, our rebirth that is happening, as we are giving birth and being rebirthed, we will stand in readiness. We will ignite these pillars with our alchemical chambers, which is us. And as you go within deeper and deeper and deeper within, you will find that trifold flame. You will find the holy grail that floweth over. You will find your seat at the table. You will see yourself mirrored with a crown and beautiful gems and garments of the divine. You will feel this energy that you have held onto and you have burst through, and you have loved and accepted. The self-love and self-acceptance of those who are taking on this role is so expansive, and it's so magnificent to see how you illuminate and how you flow, and the energy that you bring from the Divine Mother through your pillars that flow all the way up to the heavens above, and the embrace that the Father and Mother have around you right now to keep you going, to not give up, to keep moving forward one step at a time. And just remember, anything that you cannot see, give back to them, and they will change the color. They will turn the page. They will create the story for you. And these manifestations and visions, and they're called inspirations. They're not even desire. They're not even needs or wants. They have turned into full body goosebumps of full inspired thoughts. They're inspired visions. They're inspired manifestations that are leading you here. And there's so much praise and love and celebration and trumpets and music, frequency and dancing the flow and energy of this day, of what is to come. There's just a few more days left as we start the 11 portals. So this is where we will transition out of the darkness of that we have been inside this cocoon that has been filled with light, but it's bringing us through. We've cleared and alchemized all of the shadows. And right now, you may have little things that are coming up or big things that you're just not ready. You felt you weren't ready to bring back. Your hunter boomerangs may be flowing back to you, or you take a step outside and you find one that you have let go a while ago. Pick it up. Bring it within your alchemical chamber and let it go. Bird boomerang and hunter and your get boomerangs, all of the gratitude. Change the story of that hunter. Change the story of that pain and let it go. Forgive yourself. Forgive your parents. Forgive your familia. Forgive your ancestors. Forgive the friends that have wronged you, the heartbreak that you have transpired. Forgive your abusers. This is the time. You've done the work, and it's not about them, it's about you. Let it go. Bring it into your heart space. Bring that energy up from the Divine Mother, down from the Divine Father, and blast through these last shadows. Blast through these last trash can truths and upcycle it. Find the gratitude within. Change the narrative, change the story. And if you cannot see a way how, give it back to God. Give it back to the Divine Father and Mother. Let them change the colors, turn the page, and create a new story for you today. We stand in readiness. Our arms are crossed with an X across our bodies. We're giving ourselves a hug, and we're ready for whatever comes. We know this world will be bathed in color. The love waves and the trumpets will sound, so all those who are awakened will hear. You will hear it in your heart. You'll hear it vibrating through your body. You will feel it in the words you speak. You will see it through your own eyes. All of your senses will ignite. All of your clairs will come online. You are this alchemical chamber of light. You are the pillar of purpose. You are transcending us. You are the hydraulics. You are the energy banks. You've done this. You've brought us this far. And we are hold so much gratitude for you, for staying the course, embracing the love that is you, the oneness that is you. Rainbows will show up in clouds. Rainbows will show up through your windows. Rainbows will show up on I'm showing roads that will have rainbow essence from the kind of like grease, but it's being transmuted, and you will see these rainbow reflections in everything. And as the Divine Mother births through, and as you crown through this birthing process, I'm just being told your wings are ready. Test them out. Continue to put out and put forth the inspired visions, inspired manifestations, inspired stories, inspired dreams. Continue to write your story. Continue to share your story. Your story inspires others. there is a huge new wave of awakening. And as we all will be asked to turn around and bring another forward, that is not for you to do anything more than energetically extend your energy from looking forward to turn it around and flow your kind of Care Bear stare, your light into all of those that are raising up into this dimension from their awakening. And what is that going to do when we all turn around and we give back to all those who are just starting their journey? This is going to propel. This is going to advance them even quicker. This will allow them to move their frequencies even higher, so they're not too far behind, or you're not looking down at them. You are looking straight across, straight behind you as they're taking their first steps. So they're being rebirthed into their new awakenings. But your Care Bear stare, your light, your energy, your alchemization, your rainbow diamond light that your light body that you have created so beautifully over your journey here to this now moment is going to, all of us, as we do this as one, it is just this one big, huge rainbow ray, a whole halo around the earth, flowing to those who are behind us, who are taking those steps and starting their journey. And what used to take us months and years to get through, it's minutes and moments. So they are not far behind, but your energy is going to help them, bring them closer. Kind of like that hydraulics, your energy is going to attach them, and it pulls them further into the light, and it allows them to take their next steps with knowing that they're not alone. And how many of our journeys were so lonely. We're so isolated. And I know it was divinely timed. But those moments were those moments where you embraced the light. You went within and you kept moving forward. You didn't allow the loneliness to take over. You released the abandonment, that you didn't feel like you were abandoned by others because you knew you had all the answers within. This isn't a time that you are going to need a lot of outside guidance. All of those questions are within. So continue to go within. Continue to, if you can't see the forward, if you can't see what's to come, give it back to God's source creator and the divine Father and Mother, so they can change the colors. They can turn your page, and they can write a new story for you. So just like the slingshot message that's coming back through, that we're being pulled all the way through all of our timelines, dimensions, past lives, parallel timelines, pulled all the way through so we can see how far we've come. And just like that energy bank and those pillars of light, like you are the conscious connection. You are creating the heaven on earth by staying grounded, staying within your pillar, drinking water, resting so you can receive more and more and more light. And most of that light is coming through while you are resting. So be like a cat and take your cat naps, and know that while you rest, that allows the divine and the galactical teams that are here to really pour into you even more ancient knowledge, advanced knowledge, and advanced wisdom. And we know that comets are time capsules. So having that comet be engulfed and hugged and embraced and completely disintegrated by the sun, what that gave me was that that energy's now coming to us. If it wasn't able to reach us while the comet was within our orbit, the sun now has that ancient wisdom. All you have to do is stand within its gaze. Stand beneath the sun. Allow its rays to warm you. Allow its rainbow diamond light to come within. Allow the love in. Allow and receive the gratitude, the abundance, the energy. All that is meant for you is coming to you. What started as a simple, let me record this so I don't forget it, has turned into the pop of color that came through with just that little bit of color. If you don't see, give it back to me, and I will change the colors. I will turn the page, and we will write a new story together. And so it is. With the Divine Mother purring right behind me, today we are going to explore the Universal Mother Chakra. And this is located in the core of the earth, and it acts as the direct channel between your energy fields and the planetary fields of Mother Earth. This chakra connects us to the full spectrum of divine light and universal consciousness. When we fully activate this chakra and are fully connected to the Universal Mother, the energy that floods through our system is the rainbow prism, the diamond light. And as we expand and ascend through this upcoming portal, we are going to start to see this light everywhere. This also envelops our diamond, rainbow diamond body, our light bodies that are all crystallizing. And as the sun rays hit our crystalline body, that is the prism. We become the prism. But we also are going through this alchemical chamber where our entire body becomes an alchemical chamber. The alchemist, being an alchemist and being able to transition energy is really what our light bodies will ultimately do. And many of those are coming online right now, in addition to our wing centers. And this is all because we're merging the masculine and feminine. And once that unity, that merge of both, and we transcend that duality, we get to, once they come together, that is our alchemical chamber, where we can alchemize any frequency of change, of expansion, of pulling in ancient wisdom and advanced wisdom. All comes back to it. But you need the Divine Mother fully embraced in the core of the earth, and the Divine Father expansion of the universal realms above to make that happen. So today we're going to dig a little bit deeper, and we're going to work through a rainbow meditation to really learn how to utilize this newness of the alchemy within us. And when we embrace the Divine Mother, the Universal Mother Chakra, and we embrace that connection of being grounded into the earth and embrace the colors that are shining forth through the prism, through us, as her representatives here on the surface of her beautiful body. The rainbow prism represents the complete spectrum of light and color, and it embodies the essence of wholeness, unity, and that infinity loop of the Feargiveness frequency of the infinite possibilities. The chakra also connects deeply with the aquamarine ray. It also connects deeply with the Mother Arc stargates and portals that are connected throughout the earth. It also connects deeply to the pillars of light that are coming online, that are in the core of the earth, in addition to the ones that are at the surface and that are extending through to the consciousness and connecting with the God consciousness and creator. This is such a powerful frequency that will guide all of the divine feminine energy and the masculine energy to merge into one, this universal love. And this activation that we will do today is just going to strengthen our connection to the universal mother's chakra, the divine consciousness, our God connection, source energy, whichever connection you find most compatible to you and resonates with you. And this is going to help us to open up new pathways and higher spiritual connection and assist us in this ascension, in this aspect of ascension that we'll be going through together. So we're going to take a few deep breaths, breathing in the white light from above our heads. Feel the warmth of the sun as its sun rays beam down upon us, warming us from the outside in. Breathing this light, warming us from the inside out. Breathe in the diamond or the white light from above our heads into our crown chakras, into our third eye. We are going to use the butterfly kisses to open up the spinal cord channel and flow this energy all the way down into the Divine Mother's hug, the core of the earth, and the universal Mother's chakra. So for the next 3 or 4 breaths, as you breathe in, pulling that breath to the top of the skull, push it back over the skull to the top of the spinal cord using your butterfly kisses. So flowing it from the left to the middle to the right, rolling your eyes back, flowing that energy all the way back to the top of the spinal cord, flowing it down the spinal cord channel. And do this for the next 3 to 4 breaths till you feel that pressure release and that energy flow seamlessly all the way down your spine. I will use some quantum light language to assist us in opening our spinal cord channel. Continue to breathe in, flow the butterfly kisses, the breath of God all the way back to the mouth of God and opening up that 9th chakra of the spinal cord channel. Beautiful. Let's do this one more time. Feel that energy flow all the way down the spinal cord channel, all the way down down through the hips and legs and feet, flowing out the toes and heels, down into the earth, through the soil and the sediment, the minerals, the water, the crystals and stones, flowing all the way down into the core of Gaia, into the Divine Mother's hug. As you enter her prism of rainbow diamond light, you are filled with so much energy, so much unconditional love, so much unity and grace. Continue to take your deep breaths, flowing that energy down the spinal cord channel, all the way down, filling in the core of the earth with the Christ consciousness light they're pulling in from above. And when you're fully embraced in this big, huge hug, start to breathe that energy back up into the body, pulling that energy, pulling your intrinsic muscles, your internal muscles, pulling it all the way up, pulling that energy back through the body, through the spinal cord, flowing it all the way up through the crown chakra, out of the top of the head, flowing that energy, weaving it all the way up as high as your consciousness can take you, flowing that energy directly into the Divine Father's hug. We are bathed in the rays of the sun, the warmth, and you're just given this big, huge bear hug by the Divine Father, Source, Creator. As you take a deep breath, allow that energy to float you back down and flow you back down into your body. Breathe that white light, breathe that unconditional love, breathe that God consciousness back into your heart space. Allow that energy to flow down your spinal cord channel, down into the heart. Filling the heart with all of this love. Now take a deep breath in as your heart expands and pull a little bit of that energy back up from the Divine Mother. Checking that grounding cord, flowing that up into the heart space. And as you merge and start to mix the diamond, rainbow diamond light with the white source light from above, this beautiful energy ball is created within your heart, continuing to keep flowing from above and below, focusing your attention, focusing your energy on building this ball bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. As it starts to beam out of your heart chambers, you can feel it in your lungs, you can feel it in your high heart. It's beaming out the front and the back. You can feel it in your shoulder plex, your wing chamber, allowing, opening, expanding, releasing, alchemizing. Now take a deep breath in, and like a solar flash, let all of that energy go and flow out of you, all around you. Send it all the way out around the earth. Whoosh. Once that energy is released, you will find the 0 point of nothingness, of everythingness. You may feel no need to take a breath. You may just feel weightlessness, bliss. Sit within this for a few moments and just receive. As this energy from above and below is flowing out, constant waves coming from your heart chamber, flowing out to the front, to the sides, to the back, where these two energies meet and merge and weave, creating this beautiful prism of light. Allowing that to flow all the way out in all directions, filling in the space and time, filling in your auroric field, your etheric field, your toroidal fields, and just let it flow out. And as you take a deep breath in, allow it to flow back into you. And you just become this energy of this rainbow diamond light, flowing in and out and in and out. So imagine that your heart is holding center, holding that light. And I want you to take a deep breath in and pull that energy back into your heart. So take a deep breath in, pull it back in, and close that chamber again. So you're containing that ball of light inside you. And allow it just to flow up and down, out through your fingers, out through your toes, out through your crown chakra, allowing it just to cover the insides. It's like dancing with the light, allowing it to move and weave and bend and blend, filling you with this source energy, this life force. Now we're going to test out our alchemical chamber, which is our body. And we're going to do this energy pull again, pulling down from above through our spinal cord channel, pulling up from below, and really flowing that energy into one area of the body. And we are going to flow it into the root chakra, into the womb center, into filling our entire hip area down through the hips, our hip bones. So whether you are female or male, we all have a womb center that holds our ancient wisdom and our advanced wisdom and our soul contracts and consciousness is all pulled from that area. It also has our ancestral, our gestational. So we're utilizing that space in between and down from the sacral chakra through the root chakra. So we're going to be pulling that energy up from the Divine Mother. That rainbow diamond light will be pulling down the white light from above, and we're going to be pushing it all into our root chakra. And when we alchemize, when we create our energy bubble, we are going to be able to transmute alchemize and transcend any of that information that is ready to be released, will be pulled into our heart to use that ancient wisdom and advanced wisdom, whatever's needed best for this now moment. And we're also going to be able to alchemize any energy, any fears, any emotions, any past lives, parallel lives, past, present, and current, and ancestral energy that no longer serves our highest good in this highest moment of this highest frequency and timeline that we are merging into. And it will clear it all out for us. And it will no longer hinder or come loop back around. It will no longer recycle itself. We are just doing a final purge and utilizing our new alchemical chamber within our body to do so. So we're going to take a few deep breaths in. Breathe that energy from above down through the spinal cord channel, utilizing your butterfly kisses to open it if it's closed. And anytime you feel pressure in the top of the shoulders, the lower part of the skull or neck, it's just asking you to open up your spinal cord channel and to do your butterfly kisses to really open and activate that 9th chakra for you. So we're going to do a few of those. We're going to pull that energy down into the root chakra. And once we have that white purity, consciousness, light of the Divine Father flowing in our root chakra, then we're going to pull up that energy from the Divine Mother, pulling in her rainbow diamond light into the root chakra, building that ball of energy as above, so below, flowing it all the way into the root, creating that ball of light. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Pull down, pull up, build, 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 and release. Ooh, that was fabulous. Okay, let's do that one more time. Let's pull that energy from above, flow it into the root chakra, pull it, bring it up from below, pulling up on your core muscles to bring that energy up from the divine. Build your light within the root chakra and then release. So let's do that together. Pull down. Pull up. Build, 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 build. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Alchemize, transmute, transcend, and release. Great job. You may feel like you need to move your hips a little, do a little belly dancing on the pillow, or if you're sitting, make sure to kind of shake out that energy. You have just transmuted, alchemized, and transcended lifetimes of energy. And you can do this anytime you feel pressure in the womb, pressure in the lower back or the hip area. This is just allowing you, showing you that it's time, that there maybe be some buildup of energy, and we can flow that down and keep that. And it's going to take a few days for this activation and release to fully flow the more you can move your hips, the more you can stretch. Our body keeps score. So our cellular memory, our muscle memory, our bone memory, every cell in our body has a memory, and this is pulling in, and we just release so many memories and so many core beliefs and ancient or ancestral energy that was being trapped within the womb, within your root chakras, within your roots, that are all flowing back to the Divine Father and Mother to be transmuted, alchemized, and transcended back into light. You have just done a great service to your lineage and to your tree of life. And the more you practice utilizing your new alchemical chamber and moving that energy, you can move it to your hands. You can practice flowing it to your feet, to your hands, to every chakra. You can just bring it into the heart and just allow it to flow through the body. It's remembering the ability that you have, the strength that you possess, and the fluidity and the connection that you have to the Divine Father and Mother will allow you to set the intention of where you want that energy to flow. And that is where the energy goes. Where your thoughts go, your energy flows. That is exactly what's happening as we are coming, our alchemical chambers are fully coming on light. When you expand upon this, once you've got the basics of it down, adding in frequency, adding in sound healing, doing a sound chamber with you. That's why there's a lot of use of my breath or just using sound, humming, When you pull that energy, I'll do it really quickly and give you an example. If you feel ready, you can follow along with me, but I'm going to bring this energy actually into our throat chakra. And this will make my light language go off really bad. Expansive, not bad. So we're breathing that energy from above down the spinal cord channel. We're flowing it into the throat chakra. Now we're going to flow the energy up from the Divine Mother, pulling it all the way up. Merging it with the Divine Father. And now we're going to build forgot that this one I don't have a voice after. I asked for a collective. I set the intention for a collective clearing of the throat chakra. And then when you go into that 0 point, because you are bridged the heart and the head, there truly are no words. So anyone who felt that in their throat, if they have any burps or belches or yawns, you may feel creaks and cracks like your skull and your, like a chiropractor, you're moving things around. That is the blessing of this chakra. So as you work within your alchemical chamber and you move this energy around, make sure that you're allowing, once that release happens, you're allowing yourself the time. You're gifting yourself the space and time to just sit within that energy and flow. Don't try to move forward with anything. Just allow yourself. You may even fall asleep in those moments, and that's perfect. That is your quantum field taking over and allowing you to rest. You may feel like you have no need for a breath, or to take a breath, or to give a breath. You may fall into a very shallow, very soft energy of breathing. Just surrender, relax, let go, trust and surrender to those moments. And as you advance through this and you start to move this energy, you can imagine it like our Feargiveness frequency. Have it run vertically, and that ball of light that you're creating, you can flow the energy from that light and flow it all the way up above your head, back through that center light of the heart, and you can actually clear every single chakra. You can move that ball of light to the throat and have it run through the third eye and the crown, the 9th chakra of the mouth of God of the spinal cord. Have it run all the way down through the heart. You can use that center of light and a vertical infinity loop, and you can go chakra by chakra, and you can go all the way down into the earth chakra, all the way above into the soul chakra. You have the ability to kind of move that ball, and when you utilize the infinity loop, when you utilize the Feargiveness frequency, not only are you sealing new energy and colors and filling in all those holes and tears that where your energy might be being siphoned or flowing out without your approval in the beginning of your Feargiveness frequency, but towards the end, when you're fully sealed and your soul blueprint is being expanded on, you can use this energy of alchemy and you can fill your frequency up with all the colors, with all the chakras. You can ask for what healing's available to you in that now moment and alchemically send that ball of light and build it wherever it's needed in the body. You can send this energy to another. You can alchemize for the collective. You have so many abilities with this, so many possibilities, infinite possibilities, when you start to really master your own alchemical chamber. To say that I have been waiting years for others for this moment, for this frequency match, is an understatement. I received the alchemical chamber in August through October. Really, it was November of 2021. And where these beautiful portals are opening, and now we're coming full circle again in this spiral of creation. And it's time for others to be able to utilize and embrace this new modality that is available to them. And for many, they may have not understood what it was, or they've been working at it like I have to really master this, our body, utilizing our bodies as a conduit of frequency and alchemy. You can alchemize your home, your animals, your plants, you can send this energy out for protection. You can place big bubbles around you. You can send it out to your community. You can pick any thing you want to set the intention to connect the tree sphere. If you want to do the tree and plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, you can use elements, sacred geometry. There's so much that you can do, and I literally am giddy with the endless possibilities of those that have this ability in this now moment. And so much gratitude and celebration goes out to you for the work you've done to get here now, when you have merged fully your masculine and feminine, and they're now working in oneness. The Divine Father, Mother God just needed to embrace us in this moment and wanted just to we're just wrapped in this big, huge hug of celebration. Celebrating how far you've come to be here now, to be a part of this monumental, universal, cosmic moment that is unfolding before our eyes. And if you can't see it, give it back to the Divine Father and Mother, and they will change the color. They will turn the station, they will turn the page, and together you will write your new story, your new blueprint. Take a few moments to sit within this bliss and this love and this hug. And hugs are healing that is universally guided. Stay here as long as you need. And when you're ready to come back, wiggle your fingers and toes. Place your hands upon your heart. You can crisscross them to give yourself a hug. And so it is. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for joining this hug, for stepping into your alchemical chamber, for expansion, allowing this to integrate over the next few days. Drink lots of water, walk in nature, do some barefoot grounding. Allow the sun to warm you, the sun rays to wrap you in a hug. Surround yourself with crystals, quartz crystals, amethyst are huge ones for this transition. And if you have any rainbow prisms or any crystals or prisms, hang them in your windows to bring that light in so you can start to see the diamond rainbow light that's crystallizing through you. Mirror work, meditation, muscle movement, dancing, all of that to keep your hips stretched and moved will help that huge activation that we did there. And be gentle with yourself and your body. Be gentle with your throat. That was a big activation or decalcification, it's showing me, of the throat area. Warm teas or warm honey. Treat yourself as a newborn child. Just really give yourself whatever you need. And know that while you are in rest, you are receiving. So take a nap, go to bed early, rest when you need to. Take a nap outside, on the grass. Oh my goodness, horizontal. Beautiful things are on their way to you. Life will be different. You'll see. I will see you on the other side of this rainbow.